Hello everyone, welcome back to Jacqs and thanks for joining me today. So I thought I would go ahead and close out my October dailies and share my pages with you before we get too far into November. So I thought I would come on and do that. If you recall, this is what I shared with you in the prior video as well as my personal journal, and I'll be sharing both of those here today. So let's get started. So this last little booklet here contains my PinkOddBird prompts for October dailies, and I didn't get to finish all of the prompts for October, but I did a few more, and then I just decided I don't want to do them in November because I just had things I needed to get done this month, and then of course December is coming, and then we have December dailies. I also combined multiple prompts in some of these layouts. That way I could get more of the prompts met than having so many not be done. So in this first layout here, I have a door, and that goes along with the number 9 prompt, which is design and describe your ideal spooky house. And then it also combines with prompt number 26, which is to create a creepy door to a haunted mansion. So my spooky house, this is the door. I love how I created this. It mirrors that of the Haunted Mansion movie. I have the little overlay here, and I even included these little like lion knockers. Really fun. For the closure, it actually has a letter E, and you just pop that out and it keeps it closed. So when you open it up, you actually open up to the haunted house, and this is the entryway, and it is also the Haunted Mansion entryway. I was watching that movie at the time that I was creating this, and I thought that was perfect timing. So I added ghost because there are ghosts in the Haunted Mansion, and here is the little goblet, I guess, or glass that she drinks out of when he is trying to marry her. Spoiler alert. And then on this little piece of paper, I wrote out the prompts and what I did. So I really like how that one turned out. And then we turn the page. And the prompt that I used for this one was several again. This is a digital layout, and it also combines pieces that I print, cut, and added to the graveyard. These little guys. And they are from the movie Paranormal, and that is what I created this graveyard in Ode to. I even included some headstones, and this one here is Here Lies Body of William Butcherson, died 1st of May 1693, lost soul. That is Billy in Hocus Pocus. So I was doing an ode to him, and this one as well. I love this. Down here I added some little kitties and some pumpkins and floral. I used several different digital kits to create this layout. Here is the raven that I added, and that goes along with prompt number 8, which is to create a page based on ravens. Since I didn't do a full page, I added one here. This also represents number 10, and that was brains. Create your own representation of a zombie using any medium. So these are my little zombie guys, and this one's brains are coming out of his skull. And the other prompt that it met was number 15, which was to design your own graveyard. So I did that. On this page, I created another digital layout, and I used the Echo Park Bewitched collection. Many elements are from that collection, as well as I incorporated some images from the graphic fairy, this couch, and the chair. And then this is from another individual as well. So I just kind of pieced it together to create this room for a fortune teller. And this went along with prompts Number 11, design a costume that represents 2020. Well, my costume was this crystal ball, and it's also an ode to the Haunted Mansion, Madame Leota. And she was in a ball as well. But for the costume part of it, you know, in 2020, we had to protect our eyes, nose, and mouth. And I thought this would be a perfect costume because it is protected. This also went with prompt number 17, which is a fortune teller hands you a card and says, it's the key to your fate. Collage the card, and what does it look like? So what I did down here in the corner, I have a hidden pocket, and I have Madame Fortuna's cards. Your life will take a new direction. And then when you open this up, it actually talks about the layout that I created. So that is the card. And what the card is telling me is your life will take a new direction. So I really liked how that came out. I believe this is a Victoria design card that I used, and that is a digital element as well. This is another digital layout, and the background of the trees is from Vecteezy. You know, I am loving that website. I also added Jack Skellington from digital images that I purchased from Etsy. Now, in this layout, this is an homage to Jack in The Nightmare Before Christmas when he walks through the woods and he comes upon the holiday trees, and each tree has a holiday symbol like the turkey, a heart for Valentine's, the Christmas tree, and he's holding a package, and Easter and the shamrock for St. Patrick's Day, and then, of course, Pumpkin Town, which he lives in. And Jack is saying, what does it mean? What does it mean for the present? Because he's trying to figure out Christmas. So this went along with prompt number 21, design a spooky Halloween tree. What is in your tree, and does it have a backstory? Well, I kind of told you the backstory to it, but in my Halloween tree, you pull out my full list of all the movies that I watched. I even wrote down the channel that they were playing on so I could remember. I have ratings and the date that I watched them. I know, a little OCD, but that's what I did. And then I checked them all off when I watched them. I actually watched all these movies. I don't know how many it is, but it was crazy. I had a really good time watching all of them, and I even watched some new ones, which was fun. And then on here, I wrote a little bit about the layout and the prompt. So I thought that was really fun. I wanted to definitely have a place to hide my movie list, and that worked out perfectly. Since I wasn't going to finish all the prompts for this year, I wanted to kind of close out this little booklet with some fun, and prompt number 31 was decorate a Halloween party page. And so that was the perfect way to close out my PinkOddBird prompts for 2020. Now, this layout here on the top is actually a layout or digital design that I got off of Joanne.com. I love it. It says, have a rockin' Halloween, and Halloween rocks, let's dance. So it's like its own little party. There are skeletons playing the guitar as well as ghost. It's super fun, and I thought that was perfect. I added some decorative paper down below so I could make that a pocket. And then these two little treat bags are from Paper Phenomenon, 31 Night Street, and I made them into little pockets so I could add tags there as well. In the back pocket, this is the prompt tag that actually goes with this layout. I put it all together and forgot to leave a little spot for it, so I wanted to make sure I included that. This trick or treat bag here, keep calm and eat candy, goes along with this layout. I thought that was apropos as well. Eat candy for Halloween. And then this last treat bag has Happy Halloween, and that talks about this layout. So that is my PinkOddBird prompts for 2020 and closes that out. Now I'd like to share with you my personal journal. I thought I would do it all in one video since I didn't have that many pages left. Okay, so now we're going to go through my personal journal, and I was talking about how big it was in my last video, and it was so big that I couldn't even fit all of October in the journal. So I had to split it up into 2 journals. So what I did was I put January through September. I just put a little piece of heavy cardstock on the back. And on here, I just added a piece of acetate to cover the October tab that I had previously created. So let's just do a little flip through and get to where we left off. Day 20 was the last day that I did in my first video. I'll have that link down below. So day 21, I worked on filming the October daily video, the Halloween journal with PinkOddBird prompts, and my personal journal. So I did 2 videos that day. It takes a lot of time. This is a digital layout here that I used from several collections. The background paper with the skeleton and the top hat and cane, which I love because it's like he's going to the movies, and I included a film strip here. This was from Halloween Market, and what I did was just add a picture of the 2 videos that I worked on that day for that layout. The next day, I was just really taken aback by comments that I got from community members, and I thank you for those. I really appreciate all your comments that you leave for me, and I just love conversing with you and having you give me such wonderful feedback. I like to document it, and it's fun to look back on and read it in my journal. I have one here from Nora, and she commented on the October dailies, which I absolutely loved that encouragement. And then I have one down here from Melissa, who was talking about not seeing my videos for a while, and then she found me again. So I am really excited about that. So it's just fun to document that, and I did so using digital images on here as well. So this is day 23, and I had to go out that day to get groceries, and so I decided to take pictures through my journey of that day, and this starts my journey after I left my house, and I got pictures of the changing trees and down here. And then I stopped off at Walmart, and they had pumpkins out front, so I took a picture of the pumpkins. And then this is a picture of some of the items that I bought, and they were Harry Potter items. And then I added these 2 little tags to talk about that. So I just loved kind of documenting my day and just seeing the journey that I took. I don't know, there's something about it, and I just really loved, I think I just really loved the pictures. And as soon as I see it, I know where I was and what I did. So love that one. So this was my day 22. I actually had 3 pages for day 22 because I wanted to document these lovely ladies. So for day 23, as you could see, I kind of moved away from using some of my paper products and did digital designing, and I created this using Halloween Market here, and then Bewitched, as well as some other digital kits that I have for day 23. And this says Professional Candy Collector here. And I just love how this turned out, all the little sweets. And I even created a hideaway journaling spot. And this is my tag. Here is where I journaled. Okay, so on this layout, I wanted to kind of mirror the same size of the little cart here. So I created a pocket, added this cute little tag, beautiful tag. And I wrote here about what this layout is about. And it's about the challenge that Ginger Rope put out, and I created a memory Jacqs card for that. And so it just shows a picture of me creating it, and then it has her remark. She commented on Instagram when I posted it, fabulous and thanks, with lots of hearts. So this was day 24, and then there is the finished memory Jacqs card that I created right here. It had a swan. I added feathers to it and feathers to the dancer's little skirt. It was really cute. And so that was the layout there. I again did digital paper in the back, added some puffy stickers here and a bat. I like hiding the pages, give you guys something to look forward to. On day 25, it's almost Halloween. So on this date, I had to take some items back to Walmart, and so I did a little shopping, and I found a cute little Halloween shirt for my son, and it says, "I'm here for the booze." Super funny. And then I found me these great sleeper Jacqs Nightmare Before Christmas pants in the sleepwear area. So I just documented that and wrote a little bit about it, added some chipboard pieces there. And then on this day, I wanted to get some, I like doing different size pages, so I just used a little card that I had here. On the back side, it talks about it's witching hour, eat, drink, and be spooky, and I thought that was great to go along with my off-the-page design apple spice recipe box that you guys saw, and it just documents that I finally finished that project. On this day, 27, it was kind of a great day for me because I got to spend time with my son. He took some time out, and we sat together and we filled out our voter ballot, and we completed that together. And then I just have a little tag here that talks about that. I made the pocket there. Added all these cute little houses with the Hey Pumpkin collection. I love how that turned out. And I purposely picked the background that says boo and eek because, you know, we're filling out the voter thing, and that's just a whole mess. So, but I did like the idea of documenting that we did that together. Now on the next day here, I'd made a 2-page spread. Well, this was the same day, excuse me, as we did the voter ballots, day 27, because afterward he stayed around and we finally did those Halloween shrink things that I got from Target. I showed that in the haul. And when we started, this is us when we started, they were this big, you know, like this big. And then when we cooked them in the oven, they ended up really small. So I was just documenting that, and then you do, this flips out and it talks, you know, I talk about what we did. And I have a before, I made a little tab that says before and then one that says after here. And then I actually added an eyelet and added some of the shrinks that we made. I did the ghost and he made this one. It was kind of fun. And I actually have them here. So look how tiny they come out. I've never done these shrinks before. I'm definitely wanting to do more because they were fun. So we had a few markers. We painted them. I did Frank. I love that one. And then when they come out of the oven, we put glow-in-the-dark paint on them as well. So these glow in the dark. If you see any green, that's kind of what the glow-in-the-dark is. But I can't get over the size. Like this was like this big, and then it went boink. So anyways, that's what else we did on that day, and I really like that I captured those memories. The next day, I didn't really do too much to document on the 28th, so I had done a Snapchat, just playing around, and so I included that and put Hocus Pocus there. On the 29th, I added some little candy corns here from the Hey Pumpkin collection. I took a screenshot because I think I told you in the last video, I'm not sure, that my computer was dying. And so we found out that my computer was coming earlier than anticipated, and I was super excited about it. And so I had to finish getting all of my files off my old computer. I had already started that and got the bulk of them done, but these were like bigger files. So I actually spent the day doing that on the 29th. Not fun. But the fun came the next day on the 30th when my computer arrived. So here I took a picture of the box, and so my computer has internal lights and a glass door, and you get to see the lights, which is fun. And then I even now have a color keyboard and mouse. You know, my son ordered it, and of course he bought me like a gamer kind of computer, which is fun. But I love all the lights on it, really fun. And I put a little sticker that says treats, and just added a few stickers and a tag at the top to talk about it. Oh, and so I saw my tag, what I wrote. I put he's crazy, because he is. So he knows I have a lot of files. When you do videos, you just get large files, as well as all the digital stuff that I do. I have lots of that. And then other files, work files. So I told him I wanted a 10 terabyte, and then he ended up getting me a 20 terabyte drive. It was crazy. But now I'm all set forever. Okay, so this is day 31. Here we are, and I did this last layout. I have some photos of us. He wore his shirt. He put it on just for me, and he came out and he let me take pictures for our Halloween night. And so I added some ghost here and there and throughout. And I had my new shirt on that I bought, and it was a Hocus Pocus shirt, and it just says it's a bunch of Hocus Pocus with the hair silhouette of the three ladies. And that was kind of fun. And I printed this beautiful image off of Cricut Design Space. And then this little cat has my writing on the back. Added some pieces from the Hey Pumpkin collection. I love you so much, it's scary, and you're the pumpkin to my spice. So that closed out my October dailies, and I just put that on the back. So that's it for me. October is closed. We can move on. I thought about doing the gratitude for November, but I just wasn't prepared, and I needed to close this out, and it's already, you know, well over a week into November, so I decided not to put that stress on myself. Maybe next year I'll try to do that, but I'm definitely going to be doing December daily. Let me know down below if you're going to be doing that, and I'll be glad to share mine with you as well. So that's it, everyone. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.